So let's start second session of our. In this session, we are going to discuss about modern methods of performance appraisal. Let's see what are the modern methods of performance appraisal. First one is the assessment center. An assessment center typically involves the use of methods like social, informal events, tests, and exercises, assignments being given to a group of employees, assess their competencies to take higher responsibilities in the future. ये बड़ी कॉमन से एग्जांपल है कि लोगों को ग्रुप में डाल दिया जाता है, वो डिफरेंट एक्टिविटीज में इन्वॉल्व होते हैं, डिफरेंट सेंटर्स में, लाइक आप कह सकते हैं कि जो निप्पा है या CSS एकेडमी है, इनकी तर्ज पर अभी एजुकेशन के अंदर अभी एकेडमीज हैं। हायर एजुकेशन के अंदर जो एकेडमी है दैट इज पंजाब हायर एजुकेशन कमीशन एकेडमी फॉर टीचर्स, जिसमें कॉलेज टीचर्स को पिछले 3-4 साल के अंदर हम ऑलमोस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ एजुकेशन के रिसोर्स पर्सन myself also as an expert of Beta Act and legal rules and dissemination of research have been served, and almost more than 2,500 in one batch, 1,500 in second batch, and accordingly 2,400 professors, associate professors, assistant professors, lecturers from college side have been gone through this practice. You know, there was a schedule of 2 weeks for the college teachers, and across the Punjab, all the teachers first time have taken the training and have been assessed. This was basically the promotion link training. So the authorities who have to promote them in the next scale have conducted the activities and have assessed them like in this academy, who have served as the assessment center. Similarly, for school teachers, Qaeda academies are the places where such like activities are being conducted for 4 weeks to know about the competencies and the high responsibility of to be imposed on the teachers, offered to the teacher in future. You know, the people who have to be upgraded in the next scales up to grade 20 in separate different groups have to work there, have to learn and are observed accordingly. Generally, employees are given an assignment similar to the job they would be expected to perform in the, if promoted. तो ये प्राइवेट सेक्टर में भी और पब्लिक सेक्टर में भी ऐसा होता है कि आप उस असाइनमेंट में उसको डाल के ऑब्जर्व कर लेते हैं कि क्या इसके अंदर वो कैपेबिलिटी है कि वो फ्यूचर के अंदर जो आपने उसको प्रमोट करके एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी देनी है उसको वो मीट कर सके. The trained evaluators observe and evaluate employees as they perform the assigned jobs and are evaluated on job-related characteristics. Second is the behaviorally anchored rating scale. You know, the rating scale जो हैं वो techniques हैं, tools हैं, questionnaire है, जो combine करता है graphic rating scale और critical incidents methods को. It consists of predetermined critical areas of job performance or sets of behavioral statements describing important job performance qualities as good or bad. In this method, an employee's actual job behavior is judged against the desired behavior by recording and comparing the behavior with bars, mean bar graph. एक को दूसरे के साथ आप कंपेयर सेम लेवल, सेम स्केल, सेम सिचुएशन में कर लेते हैं, जबकि आपका जो ऑब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं जिन पे आप ये स्टडी कनेक्ट कर रहे हैं उनके भी कॉमन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स होते हैं और होमोजेनिटी होती है उनकी कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स के अंदर. Third modern technique towards performance appraisal is human resource accounting method. Human resources are valuable assets for every organization. Human resource accounting method tries to find the relative worth of these assets in the terms of money. In this method, the performance appraisal of the employees is judged in terms of cost and contribution of the employees. Next है 360-degree performance appraisal method. It is very important and very current and very famous performance appraisal method कि आप किसी को हर एंगल से देखते हो. आपको पता है ना कि 360 डिग्री हम तब कहते हैं जब हमारा हॉरिजॉन्टल और वर्टिकल लाइंस इंटरसेक्ट करती हैं और 4 क्वार्टर्स बनते हैं 90 डिग्री के. 90 डिग्री फर्स्ट क्वार्टर, सेकंड अदर 90 डिग्री, तो उन दोनों को मिला के हम 180 डिग्री कहते हैं. फिर थर्ड क्वार्टर का 90 ऐड करके 270 डिग्री और फोर्थ क्वार्टर का 90 डिग्री ऐड करें तो 360 डिग्री बनता है. इसका मतलब ये है कि 1 to 1 आप उसको देखते हैं. बॉस के साथ है, आपके कस्टमर्स हैं, पीयर्स हैं, आपकी रिपोर्ट्स हैं, उन सब को कुल मिला के देखते हैं. इसमें कॉम्पिटेंसीज देखी जाती हैं, की परफॉर्मेंस गोल्स जो अचीव उसने किए हैं वो देखे जाते हैं, जॉब स्किल्स और उसकी जो क्वालिफिकेशंस रेलेवेंट हैं, असेसमेंट की समरी, न्यू की परफॉर्मेंस गोल्स अगर कोई उसने परफॉर्म किए हों, अचीव किए हों, कोई डेवलपमेंट प्लान बनाए हों, और फाइनली लर्निंग, ट्रेनिंग, डेवलपमेंट या प्रमोट एबिलिटी, रिवार्ड स्ट्रेटजी भी इसी का हिस्सा होती है. तो ये वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग और करंट और नॉवल स्ट्रेटजी among the prevailing all of the strategies used for the performance appraisal is the 360 degree performance appraisal method. इसी तरह एक यही टर्म 360 डिग्री लीडरशिप भी होता है, 360 डिग्री एवेल्युएशन भी होती है. In this strategy, as earlier we have discussed in the previous slide, 360 degree feedback, also known as multi-rater feedback. This is the most comprehensive appraisal where the feedback about the employees' performance comes from all the sources that come in contact with the employees on his job. 360 degree appraisal has 4 integral components. These components are: number 1, self-appraisal; number 2, superior appraisal; number 3, subordinates; and 4 is the peer appraisal. So customers, superiors, special vendors, team members, peers और subordinates सब कुल मिल के ये चारों कंपोनेंट्स पूरे होते हैं और होती है अप्रेजल. Next type of appraisal, the modern type of appraisal, is the management by objective. It is also denoted by MBO, management by objectives. In this process, first of all, the organization goals are defined and well clearly declared. Then on the basis of those organizational goals, employee defines the objectives. And on the basis of those objectives, employees work and their work is continuously monitored, and their progress is also monitored. Resultantly, performance evaluation is reviewed, and this review provide the feedback. On the basis of this feedback, performance appraisal rewards or punishments are recommended or proposed. Next is the steps in performance appraisal process. Let us discuss in detail the steps taken by the performance appraisers. First of all, there is the development of performance standards. On the basis of these standards, goals and objectives are settled. After setting the goals and objectives, data is collected through observation, through information, through survey, through questionnaire, through tool, through interview, through peers, vendors, reports, junior, senior, anyway, any type. And on the basis of that collected data, it is analyzed, and finally those results are vetted through interviews, and finally future goals and objectives are follow up, and latest comes the stage of rewarding performance. If performance is up to mark, some incentives and rewards are awarded to the employees, and if no, then some punishment and detention is also proposed. Develop the standards for evaluation. How the standards for evaluation are developed. The performance standards are, number one, based on the position, not the individual. उसकी पोजीशन के अकॉर्डिंग वो बनाए जाते हैं, इंडिविजुअल के अकॉर्डिंग नहीं बनाए जाते. ये ऑब्जर्वेबल होते हैं, स्पेसिफिक इंडिकेटर्स ऑफ सक्सेस इनके अंदर हाईलाइटेड होते हैं. These standards are meaningful, reasonable, and attainable. Moreover, these standards describe fully satisfactory performance once trained. These standards are developed to express in terms of quantity and quality में ये timelessness, timeliness, cost, safety are outcomes. These are the standards indicators. On the basis of these indicators, the standards are developed for performance evaluation. Setting the objectives. The objectives जो होते हैं वो specific हों, performance oriented हों, realistic हों, और observable हों. Realistic इसलिए हों कि अगर ambitious पे होंगे, ambitions पे होंगे तो overwhelming majority of the employees उसको meet नहीं कर सकेगी. और वो ऑब्जर्वेबल होने चाहिए ताकि डिस्टिंक्ट वैल्यू और स्कोर ऑफ द अचीवमेंट जो है वो मेजर की जा सके. और परफॉर्मेंस ओरिएंटेड ऑब्जेक्टिव्स बनाना बहुत ज़रूरी हैं, क्योंकि अदर देन द ऑब्जेक्टिव्स not related, not oriented to the performance will be just the vague statements instead of the objectives. Data collection. Sources of performance information is collected through personal observation, through reports, documents, analysis, correspondence, through feedback that might be internal and external, and periodic discussions with employees. Moreover, performance appraisal interview can be conducted. It can be some structured or unstructured interview. The review standards, documentation, and job description, as well as the appraisal from the various ratings. Various ratings mean various tools that can be rated. It might be inventory, checklist, a Likert point scale, etc. Write the appraisal, complete the performance appraisal form, know the person's record thoroughly, prepare the employee in advance to meet these standards. Guidelines for conducting the interview. It's very necessary to know about how, when, where, and on what objective the interview is needed to be conducted for performance evaluation. Therefore, establish a friendly, helpful, purposeful tone at the outset of the discussion and be at ease both of the interviewee and interviewer. Ask for the subordinate's opinion of his or her performance since the last appraisal. Recognize the staff nurse accomplishments and contribution to the hospital. Here we will use the word recognize the staff members to accomplishments and contributions to the school. Be ready to suggest specific development activities suitable to each employee's need. Make sure that the session is truly a discussion. ये एक sort of gossips ना हो, इसके अंदर fruitful discussion सामने आए जो आपके performance evaluation में use होनी है. List disagreements if possible. Disagreements should be resolved before the end of the interview. Make certain that your employees fully understand your appraisal of their performance. Discuss the future as well as the past. Plan with the employee specific changes in performance or specific developmental activities that will allow fuller use of potential. And finally, end the discussion on a positive, future improvement oriented note and document the conclusions. Draw the conclusions. Future goals and objectives. At the end of the interview, the employee should allow some time to create a development plan. The employer should record specific goals, targets, or benchmarks that the employee will attempt to achieve. Both employer and employee should agree on the steps to be taken to achieve these targets. Both should agree on how the employee's progress towards these objectives will be measured and set a defined time frame. Even if this is simply the next performance appraisal, then there should be a follow-up. Follow-up means more than simply conducting regular formal performance reviews once a year. If employer review employees and provide feedback as part of everyday management, both employer and the employee will learn much more about their strengths, weaknesses, and how employer would prefer the job to be done. So therefore, follow-up is very necessary component of performance evaluation. On the basis of this follow-up, many of the weaknesses are highlighted and can be rectified, and many of the strengths are highlighted that can be utilized for further good plan and performance and to meet in time the objectives set by the organization for performance evaluation reports. Next, the performance evaluation report. Class specification and informal job description. There are job standards, procedures, and regulations. No doubt, goals have been established and objectives and expectations. Knowledge and abilities to perform the job relationships required by successful performance, that is supervisors, co-workers, county employees, and the public. Quality of work includes also, and including the nature of consequences of errors made during the evaluation period. Moreover, production rates, if applicable, commendations awarded relevant to employees' performance, use of job skills and efforts to enhance skills, ability to work with others, attendance, use of sick leave, and the punctuality. All these are the performance evaluation report components. All these things should be incorporated in performance evaluation report. Here are some of the guidelines towards uh, writing the employee performance report. Establishing objectivity in written performance evaluations by avoiding vague subject terminology. As I earlier said that no vague terminology, no vague uh, statement, and no vague it will create some hindrances. So the vague terminology should be avoided to be used in the report. Use specific job related terms and clearly defined intent of comments. Avoid the use of personal traits such as integrity, loyalty, honesty, initiatives. Measure employee performance against the job specification. Rewarding the performance means providing incentives to and recognition of employees for their performance and acknowledging their contributions to the agency's mission. Here, in case of rewarding, there should be some different levels. That is the outstanding level, expectations level, competent level, minimal successful level, and unsatisfactory level. You know, unsatisfactory level, level 1 है, इसको हम कहेंगे कि employee is ineligible and his performance cannot be recognized. Minimal successful level is the second level. Here, employee is considered ineligible for any performance recognition. And level 3 is the competent level. Here, employee is considered eligible for awards such as monetary award, non-monetary award, time off, कुछ उसको दे दें, or other appropriate equivalent recognition given from reasons other than sustained performance tied to the rating of record. Level 4 is the level employee exceeds the expectations. Here it is said that employee is eligible individual and cash award can be given up to the 3% of the basic pay, या उसको टाइम ऑफ अवार्ड दिया जा सकता है, तो फ्री टाइम उसको दे दें, नॉन मोमेंट्री अवार्ड दिया जा सकता है, या कोई भी अदर एप्रोप्रिएट जो उसकी रिकग्निशन को इक्विवेलेंट हो. आउटस्टैंडिंग लेवल 5th लेवल होता है और इसमें इंडिविजुअल को दिखाया जाता है कि वो एलिजिबल है फॉर 5% ऑफ द बेसिक पे. ठीक, कैश रिवार्ड या अवार्ड को आप देखें कि अगर एक्सीड कर रहा है एक्सपेक्टेशन लेवल को तो लेवल 4 है और 3% ऑफ द बेसिक पे दिया जाता है. और अगर वो आउटस्टैंडिंग लेवल उसका है तो 5% ऑफ द बेसिक पे दिया जाता है, जिसमें
क्वालिटी स्लीप इंक्रीज होता है, टाइम अवार्ड है, अदर appropriate equivalent recognition है. Additionally, may be eligible for a salary increase up to the 5% from the HR fund as per organization's policy. तो इन्हीं को उसकी इंक्रीमेंट लगा दी वगैरह वगैरह, इसमें ये चीज़ें होती हैं, एडवांस इंक्रीमेंट्स टाइप. In the next session, we will discuss the steps of appraisal process, the three processes: pre-observational interview, observation, and final review. You are advised to listen carefully and watch carefully the video, and do have paper and pen with you. And the time when you see there is difficulty to understand some certain terminology, certain term, or any of the slide, you are required to write your question and query on the paper. And after completion of watching this video, you may write this question in comment section on the Google Classroom. I will respond you swiftly. Moreover, you may post the question in the end of the class on class day when we will be on the Google Meet for discussion purpose. So it will make able all of your colleagues to learn about your difficulty. Might be other people have similar difficulties, and this discussion will be much fruitful for all of the participants on the day of discussion. Thank you. Allah Hafiz. We'll see you in next session that will be about